This country has been closed off to foreigners for the last 2.5 years. Welcome to Japan. I've been to a lot of countries, I think 47 at this point, and this is by far the place that is the most different and where it feels like I am in a completely different world than from what I'm used to. Right now we are heading to the metro station to meet up with a Spanish friend named Tony that I met yesterday to go explore the world's largest city. And one great thing about Japan's metro is it is easily one of the cleanest, one of the most efficient, and one of the easiest for foreigners to travel with around the world. But not much here in Japan is in English, but at least part of the metro. And when I say part of the metro is in English, but their number system is fantastic. We have to go meet at station 18 and we are at 15. So we're just gonna take the Osaka line, and this ticket cost me just about $1. Now you may be wondering yourself why I have a mask on sometimes and why I don't other times. Well, here in Japan it is completely obligatory to wear one if you want to, and there's no law basically saying that you have to. However, it is common courtesy when you're inside, especially on the subway, to put it on here. Now, how difficult is it to find a Spanish bloke in the middle of a Japanese train station? A bit harder than I thought it was going to be. Speaking of a Spanish fella, I was saying how difficult it is to find a Spanish fella in the Tokyo airport, or a Tokyo train station. So I already mentioned the fact that this is the world's largest city, and that is because 39 million people live here in Tokyo, and it's about 30% of Japan's entire population. I mean, this is a small market right here, and it is absolutely packed. Walking through anybody is quite difficult. Now, when you think of Japan, this might be exactly what you're thinking of towers, of colors, people dressed up, and you definitely see that here in Tokyo, but you don't see it as much as you would in Kyoto or some of the other places. But tradition is definitely huge here, respect is definitely huge here, and it's quite a different world. I'm in a bloody Japanese temple, and over here you can set yourself up by putting a coin in the box and you might get some good fortune from the gods, but here you can draw your own fortune. I don't know how this works, so I'm going to read. Excuse me. How to drop 100 yen while praying for your wish. Shake the box politely a few minutes. Make sure your number is back on the stick. Am I going to get bloody cursed in Japan? Does that follow you off of Japan? So I just put 100 yen into this Japanese fortune machine. I have to shake this box. Oh, I have to pray for something, I think. All right. It's in bloody Japanese. All right, we're looking for 3 lines. 3 lines?
Yeah, it's this one.
This one? You sure?
Wait.
Plush, and then like a starfish?
Yeah.
I know exactly what that means.
The person you wait with one but late.
Your trip, get harm on the way, marriage, employment are both bad? Dude, oh my god. I just got cursed in Japan. Now I have to tie my bloody bad fortune on this thing. This is why I don't do these things. And look at these vending machines. Across Japan, you'll see vending machines just like this, and not just for drinks. You can get everything from hot food to ramen to desserts. Look at this. Barely tea. I have to try barley tea, unsweetened and caffeine-free. Wow, that sounds miserable.
Have you seen this?
No, which one?
Reduce body fat.
Reduce the healthy tea. Next to barley tea. What is that, super tea?
And sweet tea.
Where's my change? Give me my change. You Japanese vending machine. Japanese barley tea. Oh, there's a funny man's face looking on it. Tony, what do we think the barley tea is going to taste like?
Healthy. Only with the E. Hey, where's my change?
Yeah, that's barley tea. It might be dirty sock water. So we're on our way to the manga street, and we're passing this barber shop, this Japanese barber shop, and they don't even have barber chairs. Like, look at this. You can see it from the street. It's just like regular chairs. It's like regular chairs. No barber chairs. You could watch someone get a Japanese haircut in Japan. Look at this street coming up. I say left, yeah, left. Wow. Look at those things, dude. Well, me and Tony have found ourselves in a Japanese establishment for some food. Could I tell you what we ordered? Not a single clue. I know mine has kimchi, some pork, some rice. Well, Tony ordered some food, and he got half the size of what it was supposed to be. And apparently it's cold.
Go ahead, try it. It's kind of disgusting.
There's good flavor, though. Mate, they've gypped him. Mine's filled to the brim. And I didn't even order soup.
Wow, something hot at least.
If you want, you can have some of my water to make yours. This is kimchi. This, mates, is the busiest traffic crossing in the entire world. 2.4 million people go through this crossing every single day. And it's called Shibuya Street, and we're about to walk through. Look at this, mates. So many people. And it all goes at once, too. It's not like one zebra crossing goes and then another one goes. It's just all the time people are heading through, and it is absolute madness. Now, you think Times Square is crazy. This is Times Square on steroids. You can see it basically every corner here. It's just thousands of people lining up to cross the street. What's quite cool about Japan is that their little countdown bar, it's not a number or anything, it's just little dots that go down the entire time. But like I said, 2.4 million people every single day come to this crossing, and it all goes at once. It's absolute chaos. We're following the other vloggers around. It's quite crazy. This is my third time going through. I could do this all day. This is great exercise. A little cardio. Maybe put a little hill in here. You'd be fine. And you want to know what? Once you get through, greeted again by these crazy lights and anime characters. And things that I don't really understand that well. Well, it's now dark here in Tokyo, and we've explored just a small part of what this city has to offer. But to finish up the night, I think it is time to go and find some accommodation. And if you know me, of course, we are going to be staying in a hostel, not a hotel. And this will be the next 3 weeks of us here in Japan.